The Renata Watch Battery Tester and Analyzer is a great time-saving tool for those of you that are changing watch batteries. And the way it saves time is it does two jobs very well for you. It's going to test watch batteries. It'll test the lithium cells, and it'll also test the watch battery cells. How do you do that? Take this switch on the side and you move it to the position of the type of cell you're going to test. If I'm going to test these lithium coin cells, I move the switch up into the 3-volt lithium position. Then I take my watch cell and place it positive side down onto the testing plate and press down. My gauge didn't move, so that means that this watch battery is dead. Let's get rid of that. But if I'm going to test a watch button cell, simply just move the switch down to the silver oxide 1.5 volt position. Again, place the battery positive side down, and when I press down, look, the needle goes up into the green. This is a good battery. I don't need to change it. It saves me time there. But what happens if somebody brings you a watch that isn't working? Well, do you need to open that watch? You might. Quartz watches that have second hands, you can look at them and see that the second hand is moving. Well, you know that that watch is getting power, so there's no need to change the battery. But if you get a watch that you look at the second hand and it's not moving, well, is it getting power or isn't getting power? You don't know. But without opening it, you can simply take your watch and place it directly onto this testing plate on the top of your watch tester and analyzer and press the watch test button. My testing light starts blinking green every second because the quartz inside that watch is getting power from the battery. So we know that the battery is working perfectly fine. If there's a problem with the second hand, it's mechanical. Let's not change the watch battery because it's perfectly good. What happens if somebody brings you a watch that doesn't have a second hand? You can't sit there and watch to see if the hand's moving or not, so you really don't know. Well, the watch analyzer is going to help you in that respect too, because you can again place it down on top of your testing platform, and by pressing the button, watch the testing light. It will start beeping at a regular frequency if that quartz in there is getting power from the battery. And obviously our watch is getting power just fine. Because it doesn't have a second hand, the intervals are a lot less and sometimes could be up to a minute in between beeps. So you want to make sure to watch that light for a long enough period of time before you start opening the back and getting in there and changing that battery. But I was just able to test those watches to make sure the batteries are fine without having to open them, and that saved me a lot of time. And I think that is the perfect tool for anybody changing a lot of watch batteries, so they should get the Renata Watch Battery Tester and Analyzer.